Lomax steadying himself once more. Matt Whitley. Here's Sailor. Well, he fancies a little run here. Why, he took over the role from Clark at dummy half and now finds Clark, and Clark dummies himself. He's got two in support, but he's dummied past them all. He's still going, manages to get the ball away, and Percival will score at the end of that. Well, make it up as you go along as it finishes in the right way, and that's exactly how it has finished from St. Helens. Mark Percival with the score, 9 minutes played.
Yeah, first real opportunity for St. Helens, and they took it again in the shape of Tristan Sailor. He's been the man who has been the impetus, the catalyst so often this season. Calls out Leroy Cudjoe, actually stepped away from the tackle. That's a referee instruction on the field. And then Darryl Clark, well, we thought he'd butchered it there, took it, but then found an outlet in Percival, who just managed it.
Gone and hardly any yards gained here. St. Helens are really turning the screw, working hard.
Release Kyle.
Wilford. It's a penalty the other way. Penalty for St. Helens. And 10 minutes in the sin bin as well.
Yeah, really well done in the first instance by Huddersfield, but fresh set of 6 here for St. Helens. You feel like they might be a little bit more ruthless this time.
Delaney put down. Clark measured and waiting. And by now, a little step away from Sailor. Lomax does brilliantly well to take that in and get it away. And lovely centre play from Robertson. Puts it on the plate for Kyle Felt. Lot to admire from Saints there in scoring that try in the corner. And they're out to a double-figured lead.
Yeah, great shape, great depth from St. Helens. This time they go through the hands. Tristan Sailor just pulls up, gets his depth right. Jake Bibby can't get with him. It all started with this, didn't it?
Manoeuvres his team inside Huddersfield's half.
Yeah, it's a running afternoon for Darryl Clark, isn't it? That should be a problem for the Huddersfield Giants. So good out of dummy half.
Lomax. And now Robertson. No further movement to be made. Last play here. Zulumbai sticks it up there. Flanagan's underneath it, and it's been mugged in midair by Tristan Sailor. And Saints have their third. Sailor, his 17th of the season, to pull back level with Felt again. A thing of beauty as it travelled through that warm summer air. St. Helens come up with a third.
Oh, yes, sir, Sailor. That was brilliant. Never took his eyes off the ball. Committed. Played for. See him just take a position up to the right-hand side of Mbai. The kick depth is perfect. It allows a challenge.
Measuring up at dummy half. It's Lomax down this right-hand side, looking to put themselves on the front foot again here. Huddersfield desperately just trying to hang on to the game at the moment. Clark spins away, Mbai. And still further it goes. Batchelor and now Percival. And Percival with the speed and the support here of Dagnall. Dagnall looks on the inside to see where his cover is and just decides to beat them all and then goes for the line. This is going to be an absolute super try if he gets there. But the last ditch tackle, has it denied him? No, it's not. He has got it down. Well, that was 100 metres covered in only half a field because he came at such an angle from all directions, and somehow Owen Dagnall at the end of that scores the try.
Well, it's going to go down as a special finish, but I'll tell you what, Owen Dagnall will be relieved as much as anything else that he has managed to get that ball down, because his teammates and his coach would have been tearing strips off him. Take a look at the build-up. It's a shift from right to left. Again, really good depth. Batchelor gives it to Percival. Percival with a beautiful piece of play to get him through the line. Dagnall then goes searching, has a look at the corner post and then decides to...
And Huddersfield in the best position they've been in for quite a while now. Can they make this count? Frawley again, puts it back. Rush with a short pass, but oh, a rip through and an easy try for Joe Greenwood. Well, he had even snatching second this season, who knows? We're going to have a lot to say about that. Leeds and Lee will have a lot to say about that as well, but here they are with Percival and Darryl Clark. on the 5th play of the set. And Parsi just trying to shrug them off and gets the pass away to Saylor, and Saylor goes dashing into the distance, and Lomax was up there in support, and it's taken less than a minute for St. Helens to open their second half account, and already they are absolutely in the driving seat, and Huddersfield are mere passengers.
Right, so it was a great first set. 2 carries from Ignatius Parsi. The second one, he was able to get arms free and get an offload. And the thing that impressed me most about this, Saylor moving from left to right. Parsi gets it, but the acceleration there, straight through the gap, leaves everybody in his wake, and then Lomax, who'd gone through previously.
Here's Clark. This is Delaney. One of the fascinating aspects of the day is we've not seen Jack Welsby on the field so far, but it looks like he might be coming on soon. He's just going to disappear back up into the tunnel area again. This is Saylor. Saylor puts it back. Lomax does well to actually catch that.
He does really well. Got the hamstrings a test out there for Johnny Lomax. Keeps the play going. The set-up left here.
Whitley. 1 to go. Darryl Clark picks up and collects, and here's Knowles, who's going for the direct route and just blasts his way over. Not the fanciest of St. Helens tries.
They put away the scalpel, which they've used so frequently, and just went, right, here's the hammer, have that, route 1, straight through the front door. Differentiate themselves, what they're prepared to do off the ball. This time Batchelor, and here they go in the shape of Parsi now.
Parsi still pushing. Still pushing. Saylor delivering left, and Batchelor spoons it away for Percival to finish. St. Helens are in again, and we might be saying that many more times before the 80-minute is struck. But Percival, who began things back in the 9th, has scored now in the 55th, and they've hit the 40 points mark.
And again, you can see the influence of someone like Jack Welsby, who didn't even...
So they start from here. Felt a dummy half. The width of the field to work with. Saylor and now Parsi. And Parsi crashing in but attracting defenders. There's 1 play to go. Saylor. It's Welsby with the kick, and Felt. And how many times in his long and illustrious career has he produced a leap like that ends the way it just has ended, in another 4 points. Kyle Felt's second of the day. St. Helens are chasing 50. They're already at 46.
One-way traffic, and again beautifully set up by St. Helens. Great pick up.
Hoping his side do not concede another try here.
Yeah, it was very un-Saints-like as well. It was a poor piece of defence. Joe Greenwood just waltzing through a soft tackle from Johnny Lomax. But you know, other than that, I think Paul Wellens and the coaching staff can be really pleased. I think they've been on the money here.
Again, Saylor is having a field day. He's loving this, and he's looking for himself here and nobody else. Oh, he goes on the outside of Flanagan, and what about that for a crowd-pleasing moment? Tristan Saylor backed himself from the off. He was about 4th favourite when the race began, but he's in the winner's enclosure with a super try, and it's a half-century for Saints.
And again, from dummy half, he's so good to watch. The acceleration, and then that speed endurance as well, straight out of dummy half, the step into the backfield, and he goes, have a bit of this, George Flanagan, off the left foot, rounds the fullback. That's brilliant, brilliant pace from Tristan Saylor. What a debut season he's having for St. Helens. Eyes up the fullback, off the left foot again, puts on the afterburners. That's a brilliant individual try.